Over 7 years ago, Wes and Robert had a few beers and played House of the Dead Overkill. The game that started the channel, Gaming Off the Grid. Over the next several years, they dove into all the different light gun games. Live streaming, buying guides, no death runs, you name it, they have done it.
Yes!
Is there a better way to celebrate light gun games than with a Madness series? Sega Saturn, Nintendo Wii, original Xbox, Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, and a whole lot more. Pick the 4 different competitors. Who will reign supreme? Welcome to Light Gun Madness.
You got the Outsiders, Kevin Nash,
Scott Hall.
and if you get a chance, you need to be watching Gaming Off the Grid.
Don't miss it.
Ever.
You know what I've always said is it doesn't have to be March to be madness.
Ooh, yeah.
And today, it's all about light gun madness.
Oh, bang, bang.
The channel that brought you light gun buying guides, I'm sure other people have too, but that's what a lot of people say. Hey, we found your channel because of light gun buying guides, but now every game that we covered in all those buying guides is in this bracket.
Yes, we're going to talk about 54 games, not in this episode, but throughout this whole mini-series.
Yep.
This is our third Madness series. We did Console Madness, then we did Launch Title Madness, now we're doing Light Gun Madness, where we compare different light gun games, see who wins, and then at the very end we're going to decide what is the best light gun game on consoles.
Yes.
It's going to be really tough.
So, being the first episode, and if you've never seen one of our Madness series, this is kind of how this goes. These are all home console released light gun games.
Yes.
So, that's first and foremost. The bracket is generated completely at random.
Yes.
So, if something gets a bad draw,
It could be...
it could go out early.
Yeah.
So it all depends. It's kind of the luck of the draw, just like any tournament is. And then we just put them head to head and we run through it. And if you disagree, that's okay.
Yeah, but let us know in the comments.
Just smash your computer.
Yeah.
And act a fool. That would be the responsible thing to
Yeah,
do.
freaking smash it. That's a great idea. Today's matchup is going to be fun because we're going to talk about 3 different matchups, so 6 different games. It's going to be kind of fun. We're doing it a little bit different because we have a lot more lineups this time.
Yeah.
We have 54 games we're going to get through, so we're going to slowly get through this over the next couple of months. But I'm excited. The first matchup we're going to talk about to start off Light Gun Madness is the Die Hard Trilogy, available on PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn, versus SCUD, the disposable assassin Sega Saturn exclusive.
Boom.
Oh, where do we begin?
Scud's a fun one to talk about. I
Yeah.
mean, that's one that we did a no-death run on.
We were, I think, the first on YouTube.
Yeah, from what I remember, what we could find. But very unique game because it's not just a light gun game. It's actually a side-scrolling platformer that has light gun support. You can play it just as a light gun game.
Yes.
You can play it as a co-op game where I think both people are shooting.
I think you can
Or
do
only one person
Only one
shooting,
person
yeah.
can shoot, but then you can do co-op
Yes.
run and gun, and then one person light gun. The versatility is wild. It's based on a comic book by
Yeah.
Rob Schraub. This is a game that when I first learned about it, I was hesitant to play it. And then when we talked about it in the episode, I was like, holy shit, this is my new favorite game. It took over 2024.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. We have signed comic books now in the game room. We own the game CIB. It's not even that expensive, but it's not a great game. But I love it so much.
Yeah, it's really fun. But I would say in this arena, the one knock on it is it's not just a light gun game.
Yes, that's the tough part.
That's kind of a cool aspect of it that you can add that to it. But what it's going against today, the Die Hard Trilogy, it's not just a light gun game either.
Yes, which is weird. So
I
this
think
is
the first one's a third-person shooter.
yeah. So the first game in the trilogy, Die Hard, is a third-person shooter. You run around and it's kind of fun, but it is dated. So this is available on PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn. The light gun elements are in Die Hard 2 and then Die Hard 3, and I don't like it. It's not very good.
The light gun support, the games just run kind of poor.
Yeah.
If you like bad things, it's okay.
You can, one of the versions, I can't remember if it's the PS1 or the Sega Saturn, one of the versions is better than the other.
Yeah.
But we're combining them together. So overall, I think it's poor, but if it's kind of fun if you've played everything else and you want to play Die Hard, it's whatever, but it's just like, it's poor. It's poor.
Yeah, I mean, in this matchup, and it's not just because we've got a weird obsession with SCUD. I just think, even though it's not a full-blown light gun game, it just works so much better. Like,
yeah, I think if you just look at the light gun elements of Die Hard and SCUD, and you remove everything else, I think the light gun capabilities of SCUD are better than Die Hard.
Yeah.
It plays better, it's smoother.
The Die Hard game just runs really bad.
It's bad.
But I digress.
So I think, moving on, first round, SCUD, the Disposable Assassin.
The next matchup, we have House of the Dead 2 from the Sega Dreamcast
Yes.
versus Ghost Squad on the Wii.
On the Wii. 2 Sega games, 2 really fun light gun games. House of the Dead 2 obviously is a staple in light gun, staple in the arcade, and this version on the Dreamcast is a near perfect arcade port.
Yeah.
This game is phenomenal. House of the Dead 2 arguably could be one of the best light gun games ever made, and then Ghost Squad. It's a light gun game.
Yeah.
I will say Ghost Squad is fun. It's cheesy.
And it's funny.
It's very Sega. It's very over the top. You're in the army.
Yeah.
You're in the war, and you're doing dive bombs and shooting and stuff. And it's Sega on the Wii. The Wii light gun motion works phenomenal because it's that. But then also on the Dreamcast, it works great too.
Yeah. So the Japanese Dreamcast guns are the optimal way to play this game on the Dreamcast.
Yes.
Sometimes in a lot of instances, the North American, they were third-party guns that we could get, right? It was Mad Catz and like Interact, and a lot of those guns don't calibrate the best with the North American Dreamcast.
So at first, when you're jumping into it and you live in North America, you're like, oh, all these games suck. But if you get a Japanese console and Japanese guns, you're like, oh wow, this is actually how it's meant to be played.
Yep.
And that's how we have a Japanese copy of House of the Dead 2. It is freaking phenomenal.
And Ghost Squad, maybe it has zero chance of beating House of the Dead 2.
Zero.
In any arena. It would have a better fight if it was the arcade version of the game. Anything that's on the Wii, although the Wii is a great substitute for a light gun, it's not a light gun.
It's not true light gun,
It is kind of the point and click. But
it does work great.
It does work great, and this game works pretty dang good, but it's going up against
one of the kings.
Yeah.
So like, I could see Ghost Squad advancing if it was against other things.
Yeah, yep.
But it's against. This is a number 1 seed.
Yeah.
And so it's getting its ass kicked. Sorry, Ghost Squad. House of the Dead 2 is advancing.
Yep.
Easy. They were having an easy first round.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's not much controversy here, folks. The next matchup has a couple games that don't get talked about a lot on the specific consoles we're talking about them on. Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 1.
Yes, a lot of people think of this on the Super Nintendo.
Yes, or the Sega Genesis.
Yes. Which we've never done light gun episodes on that, so we're not talking about that version. We're talking about the PS1 version.
Well, a lot smoother versions here on the PS1. You have them both in one place. Works with the Konami Justifier. And plays really freaking good. I not that I dislike the game on Super Nintendo. I've only played that one. I haven't played the Genesis one. But this is the optimum home console way to play this game.
It works phenomenal, and it's going up against Death Crimson, a Japanese exclusive light gun game for the Sega Saturn. This game, sorry, it's poor. This game is very slow and boring, and it's just there are other Death Crimson games. I think it's Death Crimson 2 or Death Crimson Ox or something like that that's actually good.
Yeah.
But this is the first one. It's Japanese exclusive, and this game, we don't even own it.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is.
It's slow, it's clunky, it's only one player. There's just a lot of reasons to not like it. If you're a one-player light gun game, it's got to be really damn good. I think Time Crisis 1 is only one player.
But it's phenomenal.
Yes,
And dude, Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2, you get 2 amazing games. These games are so fun.
Yep.
The graphics, everything.
Isn't it the second one you go to the West? Yeah, you're in the Wild West.
You're in the Wild West,
Yep.
Against Death Crimson, where you're just looking at poorly drawn houses and you're shooting birds. And it's just... man, like we did random seeds on the bracket. This just happened to be a very easy episode.
Yeah.
Because Death Crimson is going bye-bye.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think we have to discuss this. Like,
No, it's
Lethal
pretty
Enforcers is
straightforward.
sick.
But coming out of this round, these are going to be some players that'll be fun to watch and see how they do going forward. Because we have SCUD moving on, we have Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2 moving on, and we have House of the Dead 2 moving on. And as you see on the screen right now, one of the buys that is moving on is going against one of these winners, and that
Yes.
was
Elemental Gearbolt, which is a really unique game
Yeah.
on the PS1.
Yeah,
I
so-
think that's going against SCUD.
Yeah.
So that's going to be kind of tough. What sucks is like, yeah, this is an easy round, but the next round is like,
Yeah.
oh, man,
It'll get crazy.
It's going to get crazy. That was episode 1 of Light Gun Madness. We got probably a lot more episodes in the bag because we
Yeah.
have 54 talking about. I mean, we just eliminated 3, so we got 51 more games
Yeah.
to talk about.
It's going to be fun.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna get crazy because how do you compare Time Crisis 1 to Time Crisis 3 and all? Like it's gonna
get dicey,
but I like it.
light gun fans,
Madness.
this one is for you, and it's for us because we're light gun fans
We
too.
love it.
So anyway, it's absolute pandemonium. There's a capacity crowd. The crowd's going wild. We'll see you on the next episode of Light Gun Madness. You know.
I don't even know what you're gonna say.
I don't either. Well, I kind of do, but you know what? I need to just calm down, dude. I need to just calm down. You know what I've always said since I was a little boy?
I know. I'm curious. You gotta finish it.
I just can't.